Sometimes I just feel like whining. Y'all never feel like whining? See, y'all just gonna leave me hanging? It's all good though. I'ma still whine. Anyway, you are tuned into the I'm Doing This To Me vlog series, and this is numero dos to the 3-part series. Like I said, I'm getting it in because your girl is back. So the second subject I wanted to talk about is getting comfortable with being uncomfortable. And what I mean by this is it is imperative as you evolve, as you grow spiritually, as you grow mentally, as you grow physically, as you grow, period. There is always going to be a transition period where everything just doesn't feel right. Nothing is fitting. Conversations aren't gelling. Relationships are kind of, in the gray areas, in limbo. And it's just really uncomfortable because nothing is like you thought it should be. But the key is that everything is as it's supposed to be. So what I mean by that is that where you are right now is leading you to a bigger purpose in your life. And it took me a long time to understand that because I didn't like feeling uncomfortable. It was just like my whole life was like, I'm uncomfortable. This is not right. I don't fit here. I don't fit this box. I don't fit this mold. I don't fit this criteria. I don't fit this group. I don't fit this clique. Like, what's going on? Like, I always felt uncomfortable, and that's what made me want to kind of, this is too much. So what I've learned in my adult life is that being uncomfortable is my signal that I'm transitioning to another place. Like yesterday, I was talking to my sister and I told her, I was like, things just not gelling right now. I said, but I don't feel stressed out. I don't feel hopeless. I don't feel like the bottom is coming out and, I'm about to fail. But I was like, things just not gelling right now. And she was being funny and she was like, well, explain to me how you feel in 5 words or less. And I was like, I'm not gonna count the words and I said, that's too much for my brain right now. All I can say is I don't know how to verbally put it in a sentence, but things are just kind of uncomfortable. And that's when I realized that I was in a transition period, and I spoke that out loud to her and she was like, exactly. So in those transitions periods, what I do is I just get still. I get quiet so that I can hear from God, and so that I can hear my next direction, and so that I can hear my next marching order, because it's hard, especially like when you're an entrepreneur and you're out here like grinding, you're doing your thing under nobody else's direction except God. It's just you and God, and the team members that you may bring into your circle. So get comfortable with being uncomfortable, especially if you plan to make an impact at all in this world, because people need to know you were here. When you leave here, they need to know you were here. I am trying to put a stamp, Nicole was here, on the world, because I think that I have something important to share, and I think that my life is important while here on earth. So get comfortable with being uncomfortable, and learn to whine, loosen it up, just whine it out. All right, y'all, stay tuned, part 3.